Through history, people have looked for a place to belong, in a family, a community, and finally in a country. But what does it really mean to be part of a country? Where does that illegal identity come from? The one of that can open borders or close them. In this documentary, we explain how countries decide how their citizens are and what rules they use. Some people get nationality because they were born in a place, others because their parents have that nationality, and some people are not recognized by any country. This is a history of how nationality works and why it is still one of the most important ideas in private international law.
I'm going to start with the definition of private international law. That private international law is a branch of the law that regulates the relations between individuals when there is a foreign element involved, such as nationality, residence, or the place where a contract is made. Its main purpose is to resolve the conflicts between different legal systems from various countries. Now I'm going to say the difference between domestic law, public international law, and private international law. The domestic law consists of the rules applying within states, and public international law governs relations between sovereign states. The private international law, as I said, regulates the relationships between individuals from different states, especially in conflicts of law or jurisdiction. Now I'm going to say the definition or concept of nationality. Nationality is the legal and political bond between a person and a state. It determines rights and obligations such as passport, voting rights, and consular protections. Now, why nationality? Nationality is essential in private international law. It serves to identify which law applies in case with foreign elements and to determine which court has jurisdiction. Now I'm going to say the difference between jus solis and jus sanguineus. Jus solis is the principle by which a person acquires nationality of the place when they are born. And jus sanguineus is the principle by which a person acquires nationality from their presence, regardless of place of birth.
Now we're going to explore another idea, the jus sanguinis. In Latin, it means right of blood. It is a rule about nationality. It says you belong to a nation because of your parents, not because of the language you were born. This idea comes from ancient Rome. Romans wanted to keep a family blood and tradition stronger. Later in Europe, many countries used this model. It helped them to protect their culture and family lines. Today, many nations use jus sanguinis. Italy, Germany, Japan, Spain follow this principle. Mexico uses it too, but only in part. For example, a child of Italian parents in America Latina can ask for Italian nationality even if born far away. There are clear advantages. It keeps a cultural identity alive. It gives a sense of people, a sense of family belonging. This is why many people in America Latina can reconnect with their European roots. There are also problems. If a Jew is born in a country with strict laws and the parents are foreign years, the Jew might have no nationality. This can create social and legal difficulties. In the end, jus sanguinis shows one powerful idea: blood is stronger than territory. Your nation is not only where you are born, it is also the family and culture you carry inside you.
In many countries, nationality is acquired by birth. This idea is called jus soli, or right of the soil. It means that if you are born in a country, you become a citizen of that country. This idea originated in England, in the American colonies. It helped immigrants and it gave them hope. Today, countries like United States, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, and some in Mexico still apply this rule. If a baby born there, it's become part of the country for the first day of life. Jus soli has positive aspects. For example, it helps children obtain a nationality and then not left without a homeland. It also helps people feel a sense of belong to a country, because everyone born in the same place shares something in common. When parents travel to another country so their baby can have that nationality, others say it can lead to a dual nationality. That's why jus soli remains very important. It shows the land is not jus soli, it's part of the identity. The place where you are born gives you life, a home, on a place in the world. Nationality gives people important things like education, healthcare, and change to get a good job. It also lets people take part in a society, feels like they belong to a community. If a person has no nationality, many things becomes difficult. They might not to be able to go to school, work legally, or help from the government. This is why nationality is very important. It helps protect people and give them a better life.
I'm going to start to talk about the double nationality or multiple nationalities. What is that? When combine jus solis and jus sanguinis. Jus solis because people born in one country, and jus sanguinis when the parents that these people is from other countries different than the first country. For example, when a children born in Mexico City, but her or his parents are from United States, these children have two nationalities. The first, Mexican, because he or she born in Mexico. Is the second, American, because her or his parents are from other country, United States in this example. The double nationality discusses that since decades, but in 1963 is accepted in the world, and in Mexico is accepted since 1998. It's accepted because changed the reform in Mexico. The double nationality give many advantages. For example, you can work, you can travel, you can study in other countries. One disadvantage is that the double nationality have is you can have problem with the military social obligatory, but in the double nationality you have more advantages than disadvantages. The double nationality combine two worlds, combine two cultures, connected two worlds in a one people.
Imagine living your life without a country, no passport, no identity, no legal place to belong. This is the reality of more than a million people worldwide, the stateless. According to the 1954 Convention of the Status of Stateless, a stateless person is someone who is not recognized as a national by any state under its law. In simple words, they don't have a nationality. They exist, but legally they don't. Statelessness can happen for many reasons. Sometimes it's due to the conflict between nationality laws. One country grants citizenship by birth, jus soli, another by bond, jus sanguinis, and some people fall in between belonging to none. Other times, it is discrimination when a person is denied nationality because of their ethnicity, religion, or gender. In some places, women still cannot pass their nationality to their children. It can also come from political change, to fall on empires, the dissolution of the state like the Soviet Union or Yugoslavia, or even the arbitrary cancellation of citizenship, as happened to the Rohingya people in Myanmar. The consequences are devastating. Without nationality, people cannot obtain passport or identity documents. They often cannot study, work legally, or access health care. They have no political rights, no vote, no representation. They live on the margins of society, invisible in the eyes of the law. To protect these people is United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Leads global efforts to end the statelessness. The 1954 Convention defines the rights of the stateless person, and the 1961 Convention seeks to reduce statelessness by preventing new cases. Among the most trivial examples are the Rohingya, a Muslim minority stripped of the citizenship in 1982 by the government of Myanmar. Today, hundreds of thousands live in refugee camps in Bangladesh with no papers, no homeland, and no future. Another example is children born to refugees or migrants in countries that don't grant nationality by birth, living of their generation without legal identity. Statelessness is one of the most extreme forms of exclusion. It means living without belonging to any country, any flag, any law.
Nationality is not just a paper or a passport. It is a legal connection that affects a person's opportunities, rights, and something their whole life. Through ius soli, ius sanguinis, dual nationality, and stainless, we saw how each system creates different ways of belonging and different kind of limits. Understanding this idea helps us see how states work, but also the human stories behind each identity. In the end, nationality is more than a legal rule. It is an important link between people and the world around them.